You asked last week about touching. Touching from either side does not nullify the wudu. I mean, the woman touching the man, this will not nullify his wudu. And the same, the opposite. Unless, as we said, with lust or something come out. Okay? So, unless it does not nullify wudu. But touching other private parts other than the penis, this will nullify the wudu. This is in some opinion. That means if somebody touches his back exit, does this nullify wudu or not? You see, this is something that it is nullify the wudu. Okay? Why it said that touching the back exit nullify the wudu, and touching the penis does not nullify the wudu? Maybe some people they ask.
Yes, I was supposed to ask.
Okay, because there is general and there is specification. Okay, the general that touching the private parts nullify the wudu. Where's the dalil? The dalil that reported by Ahmad, حديث أبو هريرة رضي الله عنه said أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said من مس فرجه فليتوضأ. من مس فرجه, and farj, this is for the private parts, and generally from the word faraja, the opening. Okay, the opening. Okay, this is why I said الصبر مفتاح الفرج. Patient is a way to get the opening of the problem or out of the problem. Right? Right. 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 I think this is clear. But other they took this for this is what called general. Now it comes specification. So he specified when he was asked about the penis, said that it's part of you. Right. Other scholars, they said also even the private part is part of you. Okay, so it's a matter of is it general or specific. Okay, but generally it is like, I am recommended to make wudu, but it is not must. This is, but as we said, always the best thing, whenever there is any disagreement among the scholars, okay, it is recommended that to be in the safer side. So it's better if anything this happens that person really will know wudu. If he can and it is available and it's not difficult for him. Because renewing the wudu by itself is hasanat, getting more hasanat. Take it from this side. Right. Now, for this, why they said this, as we said, Ibn Umar, Abu Hurairah, Ibn Abbas, 3 of the Sahaba. They command the one who wash the decent that he make wudu. Right? Right. The second reason, as they said, that he may touch his private parts. But the sound opinion, as we said, that it does not nullify the wudu. Washing the dead person does not nullify the wudu. Just take it as conclusion. Okay, this is what was chosen by Ibn Qudama al-Muwaffaq and Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah and some of the scholars. Did we talk about camel meat? Yes. We discussed it. Okay. What else here?
What
Okay, apostasy. The one who, a Muslim, he was wudu, I mean he had wudu, and he did anything that he get him out of Islam, of the fold of Islam. هذا يسمى الردة. ها؟ هذه الردة. ردة. From radda to get back. ها؟ الردة. ردة means to get out of Islam. I mean, يكتب Islam and then he rejects. وعليكم السلام. طيب, does this verify the wudu? If he gets out of Islam, and then he say astaghfirullah and return, then he need to make wudu. What's the delay?
He's not in Islam.
Because هذا وضوء الإسلام is a condition of any ibadah. Being a Muslim is a condition. It's always the opposite, the first thing. So since he was out of Islam, then all his work was null. خلاص. He to restart. And sometimes, my dear brothers, some people they think, who gets out of Islam? This is impossible. No. Some people they get out of Islam with words they say. With words they say. So it's very important to note what we speak. For anyone who denies any verse of the Quran or any rule or criticize, we explain this in khutbah. Full khutbah, what? You remember? You attend this, about the things that get out the person out of Islam. So if anyone did any of this, that is out of the fold of Islam. Therefore, if anyone he make this, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. And my dear brothers, we should ask Allah Azza wa Jal to keep us in the straight path. This is why in every salah we say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, and we say Ihdina As-Sirat Al-Mustaqim. We're already in the straight path. Meaning Ihdina, that means keep us. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, always said, Ya Muqallib al-Qulub, Thabbit qalbi ala deenik. That, oh Allah, keep my heart in your way, in your religion. And he was asked, why you are asking this? You are the Prophet. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam answered that the hearts of people are between two fingers of the fingers of Allah Azza wa Jal. That he turned it anyway, you like. So it's very important. This is why we should ask Allah Azza wa Jal to keep us in the straight path. Right. Yeah, this term. Yeah. يتقلب. They are upside down. You're right, mashallah. Right.
On apostasy, there is no like the other methods we discussed. That means schools of thought, they have different opinions on that. But here there is no need for that, right?
No need, it's very clear.
It's very clear.
It's clear, yes. It's clear.
So he goes, he comes, says Shahada, he accepts Islam again, and then he performs some Muslim.
Yeah, perform for Muslim again. Right. This is why some they don't even mention it, because they said since he is
Chef, yes. Wudu is when he was in the friend, right, Chef? Just came Wudu. But he used to, like, first remember a person in Islam, Wudu is Wajib on him, right? Wajib or some people say Sunnah. Wudu.
Ghusl. We'll come to this.
So for 160
No, we are coming, because there's one about ghusl, one chapter about ghusl in general.
and apostasy.
Anything about related to ghusl, we'll talk about it there. Right. Right. This is is why some scholars they didn't mention apostasy because they consider it halas. Since he is out of Islam, then he is his wudu is not valid. It's known. It is known that it's not valid. Why? As we said at the beginning, because Islam is a condition for an ibadah and condition for the wudu. Fine. What else then? He said, some scholars view that each of the above mentioned methods causes an implication of ablution, while others we talk about this. The issue is still controversial and subject to analytical education. Fine. The next. He said, yes, re-performing ablution in such cases so as to avoid the juristic disagreement will be better. Shaykh bin Hasmin, he does not agree with this statement. He said, we don't make the disagreement between scholars as basis to put a new rule. But you can take it from other side. That, as we said, دع ما يريبك إلى ما يريبك. That means you stay out, not because of disagreement, but to feel that you are in the same side, not because of disagreement. But generally, as we said, wudu is not that difficult matter. So the Muslim, even if he has wudu, sometimes he may renew his wudu. Even he has wudu. Like for example, some scholars, they say, it is recommended that if you have wudu, and you pray Asr for wudu, and you still have wudu, and Maghrib comes, it is good to make wudu. It is not must, but it is good. As we said, because wudu will clear sins and protection and many other things. Okay, will somebody read, please? There is still important.
There is still an important issue in this regard that should be clarified. Namely, the case when one is certain about the validity of one's ablution, then one suspects that any of the things nullifying ablution has taken place. What should one do in this case? It is stated that the Prophet ﷺ in the hadith related by Imam Muslim on the authority of Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, said, if any one of you feels any flatulence while being in a state of ablution and is doubtful whether anything like wind has issued from him or not, he should not leave the mosque to re-perform ablution unless he hears a sound of breaking wind or perceives a smell.
Right. This is, take it as a rule. Al-Aslu, the basic thing, that we are what you are sure about. What you are sure about. Now, you make wudu in the morning, and you go to your work, and the time of Dhuhr Salah came, and you said, I'm not sure if I pass wind or use the bathroom, or you have doubts. Which one you are sure about? You are sure that you have wudu, no question about it. But the other thing is something happened later and you are not sure about it. Then you should keep on whatever you are sure about. Is it clear? Fine. You are sure that you don't have wudu.
You don't know.
Yes. The other.
Yeah. You don't know.
Okay. You went out to your home without wudu. You are sure about it. Okay. And then you remember that you use the bathroom. And then you are not sure. You are sure that you use the bathroom. You are sure that you went out to your work without wudu. And then you said, I think after I use the bathroom, I make wudu. I think, not sure. Then what's the situation here?
That you went to the bathroom.
Yeah, that means the sure thing, the basic thing that you have no wudu. Right? If the person have wudu, then should not get into the doubt. You are walking the salah, sometimes, because you are walking, you feel that something happened. Because of anything. If you are not sure, just go and continue. Because the shaitan wants to start you and put you in doubt. And this hadith is very clear hadith. This is very clear hadith. That the person in salah, because it said here, why he was saying this? Because sometimes the stomach, you feel some sound in the stomach. Because if you are drinking buttermilk or some of these things, or being full, these things sometimes play in the stomach. And so unless you feel that something comes out, or smell something, you should not, just because of the doubt, that you break or you consider the wudu invalid. Right? Okay, continue.
This honorable hadith, as well as similar one that states the same meaning, indicates that if one who is certain about one's purity then doubts it, one should deem oneself pure, despite one's suspicion, and act accordingly. This is because the original ruling is...
See the original. Original, al-asl. Remember this word. It's very important word. Al-aslu, because this you will find it many times. Al-aslu. Al-asl, that means the origin. The basic, the first thing. Right? Al-asl. Al-far'. Yeah. This is asl because if you come to the tree, okay, the tree, the root, this is the asl. And what's come out, this is far', come from al-asl. Branch, yes. Yes. Trunk? Trunk, yeah, the trunk. Yeah, trunk. Right. You will continue.
This is because the original ruling is that one is still in a state of purity, as purity is certain in this case, and the nullification of ablution here is based on mere suspicion. Thus, the certainty is not to be eliminated because of suspicion. This is in fact a great generic ruling to be applied in all cases, namely the original ruling is to remain applicable until otherwise is verified. By contrast, if one is certain about the nullification of one's ablution and suspects its validity, one has to reperform ablution, as the original case here is one's minor ritual impurity, which is not abrogated due to mere suspicion. O Muslim reader.
This is an advice from the author, which is very nice to be.
Muslim reader, you should keep yourself pure and verify your ablution whenever you stand for prayer, and care for the validity of your ablution as much as you can, for prayer without valid ablution is invalid. You should also beware of insinuations and the sort of whispers that cause you to doubt the validity of your ablution, making you in a state of doubt and confusion. Therefore, you should seek refuge with Allah from the evils and pay insinuations no attention. Moreover, you should ask the people of juristic knowledge about whatever confuses you of the issues of purification and purity.
Because, as we said, because this is very important matter. Many people, they don't care about the purification and that. Now if you said, brother, we have class about wudu, he said, oh, I know wudu. Okay? About tahara, he said, I know tahara. This is very simple subject. They don't know that this is the basic, very important subject. Because it's based on this is the validity of salah. And based on the validity of salah is the acceptance of all good deeds. Jazakallah. Continue.
In order to be certain about your purity, you should also care for the purity of your clothes so as to verify the validity of your prayer and the perfection of the acts of worship you perform. For Allah glorified and exalted be His name. Indeed, Allah loves those who are constantly repentant and loves those who purify themselves. May Allah guide us all to useful knowledge and righteous deeds.
Ameen. Jazakallah. Okay, now let's start with a new subject. Chapter number 10. Talking about ritual bathing. This was called al-ghusl. Al-ghusl. طيب. الغسل from the word غسل. غسل is the verb. غسل verb. الغسل غسل noun. غسل verb. غسل noun. If you look to the spelling, it is the same. Okay? Yes. If you said غسل, that means verb. غسل والضمة عليكم السلام عن سكون غسل. طيب هذا نعم. whether it's غسل وغسل. غسل is the act of bathing. طيب to make غسل. غسل is the bathing. You know the action. طيب نعم. We remember we talk about minor and major impurity. Minor impurity, we said this will be clear through the wudu. The major impurity, this is the one that needs ghusl. This is very important, especially those who are teaching new Muslims. Okay? The first lesson that you give them after they enter Islam is about this. Because I noticed that some of the new Muslims, they show them how to make wudu and how to pray, but they forget to tell them that sometimes they need ghusl, which is very important. Because the wudu is not valid if there is need to ghusl. Right. What are the things? Let's start with the book itself. Will you read, please? You have already?
You have already been introduced to the rulings on ablution. It is a means of purification from minor ritual impurity caused by passing wind, excrement or urine, and the things nullifying it. So, the focus is now given to highlighting the rulings on purification from major ritual impurity, be it janaba.
Janaba. Okay.
Janaba, menstruation.
This is the word that's used for major impurity. And we recommend always the Muslims to use the Islamic word, the Islamic term, because it is very specific. It is very specific. Why they call it janaba? Janaba, jump. To isolate or to stay away. Okay? Janaba. This is a word for, and it's called in your book sometimes al-hadath al-akbar. Okay? So we have two words. If they say in kutub al-fiqh, the books of fiqh and the books of deen, al-hadath al-akbar, that means they mean janaba. If they say janaba, that means something needs to have food also. So there is two things. And I think you remember that we talk about what are the things that should be avoided with the one called janaba. We studied this or not?
Yes.
Okay. What are the things that one in janaba cannot do? Huh? You cannot make salah. You cannot touching even wudu. You cannot touch it. But here we are reading the Quran. Okay? Huh? Tawaf. Huh? Anything else?
You cannot enter the mosque, you can pass by.
You can pass by the masjid. And we said that it could be by the wudu become lighter, that you can stay with the wudu. Right? So these are the one who has, okay. How does the person get in the state of janaba? This is one question. The other question. Is janaba equal to other things like menstruation for women? Because you will find some scholars, they make janaba and hayd the same ruling. And remember, we have this argument about reciting the Quran. And we said there is difference. There is, both they require ghusl. But the janaba is not in the hands of the janaba is in the hands of the person, but the menstruation is not in the hand of the lady. She cannot apply the same rule. This is why we concluded that for the woman in her menses, or after natal bleeding, after birth, the delivery. Post? Yes. This kind of blood, she avoids salah, she avoids the masjid, but she can recite the Quran. She can. Not like the janub. And we said the explanation why. Because the one in janaba, he can't get out of janaba as soon as he wants. But for the lady, she has no choice and no control of it. Okay, so there is some similarity, but both of them, they require ghusl. So the ghusl is from janaba and from menstruation for lady. And after, the period or the blood stops after the delivery of the baby. And we will talk about this. It's not as some people, they think should be 40 days. It's common among, I'm not sure about in India the same or not. Here it's very common, for many long times, that the people, they think that women should stay 40 days after deliver the baby. Even she gets clean, she cannot stay, and that's wrong. I will come talking about this inshallah. Okay, Abdul Majid, will you read for us? Yes.
This kind of purification is called ritual bathing, during which one washes one's whole body in a specific way, on which we will elaborate on below. The legal proof that ritual bathing is obligatory in such cases is that Allah, the Almighty, says, and if you are in a state of janaba, then purify yourself. Al-Ma'idah, verse number 6. It is said that ritual bathing from janaba was practiced by the believers during the Jahiliyyah period, and it was among the remaining teachings of the religion revealed to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Okay, now, he mentioned here this, because as we said, the teaching of many prophets are the same. This is why this practice, almost you will find it, in many, even among non-Muslims. It's become like a habit. The one when he has sexual intercourse, he would take that. It's become habit. In fact, the root for this, because of the ancient teaching from the beginning. So the people of Makkah, the people before Islam, they used to do this. But different here, that we take it as an act of worship. So we should do it. It's not our choice, and we should do it in certain way. Okay, now we'll speak about things that, require ghusl or get the person in the state of janaba. Okay?
There are 6 cases in which performing a ritual fast is obligatory for a Muslim.
The first one?
One is ejaculation by a man or a woman being awake or asleep, provided that it is associated with sexual pleasure in case of wakefulness. If not, owing to an illness or inability to control it, then a ritual bathing is not obligatory. However, it is absolutely obligatory for one to take a ritual bath if one ejaculates while being asleep, which is called wet dreaming, as one in this case is unconscious and may not feel any pleasure. On the other hand, if one wakes up and finds the traces of ejaculation, it is obligatory for one to take a ritual bath then, but if there is no traces of ejaculation, ritual bathing is not obligatory.
Right. Now, because you're looking for the proof. The education here, he mentioned about what? About the semen. This is what's come as ejection. Why? Because it's come out strong, okay, and it's like pumping coming out, okay, and this is the one that requires ghusl, not the nadi or the wadi. Because we have madi and wadi. This is many. Money. Not clothes. Money. The money here is the semen, mean, which, man created of. It is tahir. Remember we talk about it. It's not najis. It is tahir. It's not najis. Okay? But if it's come out of man or woman, then he become in the state of janaba. That means he is junub. He is junub. He is in the state of janaba. That means he have to take bath before he pray or do other things that we talk about. It's very, very important. Now, either he has to awake or sleep. And no matter what's the way that it's come out, either through sexual relation, or what they call it, masturbation. Some people, they do it, especially young people. And this, by the way, haram. It's not lawful. It's not lawful. Okay? Unless, as we said, some scholars, they said, unless he was afraid that he will get in haram, in zina. Okay? أخف الضررين. If there are two evils, then he will take the least one. Okay? Right. So, Egyptian, in any form, in any way, this requires ghusl. Jannah. Right. If the person sleeps, and he wake up, he thinks that he has dreams. Then, if he found trace for the semen, then he has to make ghusl. If he doesn't remember that he had a dream, but he wake up and he found trace for the semen, then he has to make ghusl, because there is evidence. There is evidence. But if he thinks that he has with the dream, and when he wake up he didn't find any trace for this, then he does not need to have ghusl. Is this clear? Right. The second one?
What is the dalil for this? When is the dalil? For the dalil. He's asking dalil.
Dalil for?
This one. Again, there's three points. There is one which is saying that if you are awake, there is a difference, right?
Yes. Yes. Because the one who is awake, this is logical. The one who is awake is aware of what's going on around him. And he's aware if something come out or not. But the one who is sleeping, he's not aware. He's unconscious, right? So when he wake up, he found traces. Maybe he had a dream and he forget. Sometimes we dream, we have dreams, but we don't remember this dream. Is it true or not? Sometimes we have dreams. But when we wake up, I try to get, maybe you remember just one part, you want to get back the whole picture and you forget. So this is something logical. Rational, Muhyiddin. Is it clear? Right. Okay. The second one?
Inserting a man's feeling into a woman's vulva, even if without ejaculation, as it is stated in a hadith related by Imam Muslim, that the Prophet says, when anyone emits four parts of the woman and the circumcised part of the genitals touch each other, the ritual part becomes obligatory.
Right. Alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right. Right. Here there's another hadith also. إذا التقى الختانان إذا التقى, this one hadith, but there's another hadith, it's very clear also. إذا التقى الختانان فقد وجب الغسل. فقد وجب الغسل. Man and his wife, they get together. When they just start, somebody knock the door or cry and they separated. They didn't finish. They should not say, well, we didn't do anything. The touching here of the two genital parts required ghusl. Al-Khitanan. Why the Prophet ﷺ called it Al-Khitanan? Remember this. Al-Khitan is the one that circumcised. Al-Khitan. And the other for the woman also Khitan, because they used to circumcise. So the circumcised, you see, and this is one of the polite way of the Arabic language and the language of the Prophet ﷺ, very polite way. He doesn't mention the name of the parts, but the origin that used to be circumcised. When they touch, that required, that means they are in the state of jannah. فإذا التقى الختانان وجب الغسل لأنه إذا التقى الختانان حتى لو لم يحدث أي شيء, anything happen, nothing happen, برضو يعتبر إيش؟ Again, it will be a state of janaba. Fine.
Thus, sexual intercourse, even if without ejaculation, obligates ritual bathing for both the man and the woman, according to the aforesaid hadith, as well as the consensus of its scholars. First, embracing Islam. When a disbeliever embraces Islam, for the Prophet ﷺ commanded some of the new converts to Islam to perform ritual bathing following declaring their Islam. However, many scholars view that it is ijara, not obligatory. For a new convert to take a ritual bath, as the Prophet ﷺ has never been reported to have commanded every new convert to do so. So the ruling here is that it is regarded as desirable according to reconciliation between the various legal rules in this regard, and Allah knows best.
And this is one, and this is one of the arguments that happened in da'wah offices, always. When somebody come and said, La ilaha illallah, he said, no, he cannot go to the masjid. He cannot pray. You have to make ghusl. Why? Because there is difference in this matter. But the sound here, that is not required. If somebody comes to you from your house, his house, he is clean, and then he say, La ilaha illallah, should you say, no, stay there till you go home and make ghusl and then you can pray with us? This even matter of psychological for him is not good. They say, well, I'm not going to pray anymore. Need change. Right? So here we should be very aware. We should explain for our da'iyah this thing, especially these days. Unfortunately, some da'iyah, they take people away of Islam because of some practices. One called me and he wants to tell me good news. He said, I want to tell you that a friend of mine at work today embraced Islam and they took him to the hospital. He said, why did you take? You should take him to the mosque. He said, no, I took him to the hospital to make khidmah for him. Subhanallah. And this is some of the acts that we should be aware of. Maybe when he have knowledge, he will do it himself. Okay? So here also the matter of washing. But we should teach him, and this is for da'iyah that after he embraced Islam, we tell him, my brother, mashallah, now your sins, mashallah, you clean. So as a symbol, when you go home, take it to the bathing, as you are starting a new life. You are coming to the fold of Islam in front of your God. And encourage him to do this. Okay? Yeah, yes.
They say, okay, we just took a bath and I came to you. What do you say?
Okay. خلاص, you say La ilaha illallah. You say the shahada. He make wudu and he pray with you. But you explain to him that, it is recommended for the Muslim to take bath always. Right? Fine.
This is the fourth case that necessitates ritual bathing, by washing the body of the deceased, except for martyrs. Please ruling from Srinagar.
Right.
Please, sorry. Here, so the ruling should here the lead is that it cannot be considered as obligatory. The person who is embracing, we cannot say it is obligatory. It's like an ideal. That's what we have.
Yes. The dalil is because the Prophet ﷺ when people come to the masjid and some embrace Islam, they don't tell everyone who embrace Islam to go and take bath. He commands some and left some. And this you can say it maybe because of their appearance. Maybe some of them, they come and they were very dirty, so he told them, okay, go and take bath. Okay? Maybe a person who is working, like with animals, they have, like those shepherds, So maybe, I'm saying maybe, not sure. But since the Prophet ﷺ, he does not recommend, if it was must, then he will tell everyone who embrace Islam to take bath and to become known. Because it's something that we cannot be covered. It will be in front of everyone. And all the Sahaba, they will know it. And it will be very clear. There will be no disagreement about it.
Why did you put it under this category of six obligatory? Heading it says ritual bathing is obligated for 6 cases where the Muslim is
because there are some scholars they consider it one. He gives you all the opinion here. Okay? Because their group or their school thought, some fuqaha, they consider it as must, as in need. So this is the matter, as we said, this a matter that have differences between ulama.
Do they have a dalil for that?
As we said, because some of them they stick to that, the Prophet ﷺ command a person. There's one hadith that said this. They stick to this. Okay? Yeah, and they took it as it is. Yes. Okay? Right. Okay, continue.
Menstruation and post-menstruation.
Okay, for this, this is very clear, I think. And this, when the Muslim dies, his family should, or the other Muslim should make ghusl for him, for his body, and they start with a wudu, and we'll talk about it, inshallah. Right.
What about not his?
No, this one, that he should not be washed. Why? Because that's mentioned in the hadith. That at the day of judgment, he will come, the blood is there, and the blood will flow. The color is the color of the blood, but the smell is the smell of the musk. This is a sign for shuhada, for shaheed. Okay? Same like, for example, the one who is in Hajj, the muhrim, ihram, he will be washed, not like the shaheed, but cannot use any perfume and should not cover the head, because as the Prophet said, and the judgment will come saying, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. Because every person, when he wake up after death, he will wake up at the state that he died on. Like he was sleeping and he wake up. So the one who was in Hajj or in Umrah or he will wake up and he think that he's still in Hajj, Labbaik Allahumma, he will continue. Okay? The same for the one who is praying. So we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make our end is good end. Right? Right?
Menstruation,
Yes. If anybody die in the state of ihram, he will be washed. Okay. But should not use perfume. That means he's still in the state of ihram, even he is died. Even he is dead. He will be washed, no problem. The cover head, because he's one of he's in ihram. And the one in ihram we should not put anything to cover the head. So his,
whatever is lying out of the falling wall. When they died by a wall falling on the natural death.
Yes.
That's automatic.
No. This mentioned, no. This shuhada, there is two kinds of shuhada. Okay? There is two kinds of shuhada, shaheed. The shaheed, okay, the one who killed in the fighting. Okay? This is the ruling of shaheed. Others, they took the reward or the title of shaheed, but they're not the same ruling. There are two types. The one who kills in fighting, this is called shaheed. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you notice in the Quran, He doesn't talk about the shuhada here. He always, when He gives the reward, He said, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. They were killed for the cause of Allah. He did not say, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ just shuhada. Why? Because one time they asked the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ asked his companion and said, who is the shaheed? So they said, but they know that the shaheed is the one who killed in the fighting for the sake of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ said, then the shuhada of my ummah is very few. But, and this is one of the merits of Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay, one of the honor that Allah Azza wa Jal gives to the follower of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That there are other people, they take the degree of shaheed, but not the ruling of shaheed. Not the ruling of shaheed. Yes. For example, the woman who died while she is delivering a baby. Okay, it is considered as shaheed. Okay, as shaheed. But we cannot say, okay, since she is shaheed, we cannot wash her. No, you should wash her, same as any other thing, and they pray and everything, like any other person. But consider as like a status for her. That's shaheed. The one who died because of the sickness in the stomach, like cancer or anything. Some they said it's not only stomach but al-istisqa, that if the stomach become big and he died of this sickness, anyone who died of the sickness in his stomach is considered as shaheed. The one that's under construction, that's like wall full in him. The one who died in the sea. The one who died burning. Yeah, fire. Okay, all this considered like
I'm not sure.
Play?
Fling.
Yes, there are some, yeah. There are certain things that one. But anyway, it does not, this ghusl, I mean, it's not the same rule like the ruling of the original shaheed, the one who killed in the fight. Right?
By Allah's mercy on those that Allah has given us from such categories, right? But on the day of Qiyamah, a shaheed, right? He'll be given such honor, like he'll be married to 70 of the Kurmis, and he'll be able to intercede for 70 of his relatives.
This is for the one who killed. Yeah, this is the one who killed in the fight. Yes.
So this status is only for the shaheed.
Yes, the state of shahada. This is because the shaheed is the one. First of all,
I have seen some people, because one, they should probably say this, I have seen some people making pictures in TV, instead of channels, they make the clear distinction. They don't make clear distinction. They just think that Shaheed is general and this is the person. I've seen in TV, I'm very quoting, people talking about this particular issue because of this.
Because the word shahada is different here. Even if shuhada, the meaning of shuhada is different. Shuhada at the day of judgment, not the shaheed. And some, because shuhada, it depends on the context. Shuhada, it's come also as witness from shahada. See? So, but here I talk about shaheed, the one, he has evidence for real faith because he gave away his life for the sake of Allah. This is the shaheed.
Not the character we just...
But the other character also they consider as shuhada. That means they get reward, they get the status. But not as we say, you should not make them equal to the one who killed in the past. Okay? Fine.
Menstruation and postnatal bleeding are the fifth and the sixth cases in which ritual bathing is obligatory for women So the Prophet said to women, so when your menstruation period begins, give up performing prayers, and when it ends, wash off the blood, that is, take a ritual bath, and then perform prayer. Moreover, Allah commands men to approach their wives. Allah commands men not to approach their wives in case they are in a state of menstruation until they have purified themselves. Al-Baqarah, verse number 222. That is, through ritual bathing following the menstrual period.
Fine. Now here we see some here related to the rules of the menses. Women and hair menses or their blood coming out. Okay? But here would like to explain, inshallah it will come with us when we talk about menstruation. There is one chapter I think about menstruation. We'll talk about it. It will be chapter number 13 I think. We will talk more discussion about, but here we are speaking about only about ghusl. Okay? We're not speaking about more detail about what the rule related to menstruation. Because we'll speak inshallah about the difference between hayd and istihada, and when the woman should pray, and when, for how long, all this inshallah in chapter 30. But here, the question that was raised by some you before. If the woman in her menses, man or her husband cannot have sexual intercourse with her. Okay? But he can enjoy anything else. Is this clear? Okay? By kissing, hugging, even they lay together, touching, naked, as long as they don't get the intercourse, anything outside is okay. I think this is very, very clear, and we explained it before. So, when the woman gets out of her menses or finishes her menses, then she, before her husband approaches her, it's very important. Because some women, they are not aware of this. They think, well, she go and wash, and she think it's only for salah. Some people, they think this is only for صلاة. يعني فقط عشان يصلي هي تعمل غسل. لا. حتى الرجل لا يقربها حتى تعمل غسل. So, the woman, clear. For her menses, before she approach them, she should take total bath. Unless this, her husband cannot approach. And this ayah is very, very clear about this. Yes.
And then, not necessarily 7 days, right? Some people, it ends early.
We'll talk about this in chapter 30. Yes. We'll talk about this in chapter 30. Because this will include about everything about. Because we talk about it, then there is no need to go over chapter 30. Okay? Other question? Fine. The way of, will somebody else read? Please.
The way a complete ritual bath is taken. First, having the intention to take a ritual bath.
Okay, the intention here. We know the intention does not need to be said. Okay, fine.
Second, beginning with tasmiyah.
Same like wudu. Okay?
Third, washing one's hands thrice.
Now this is something new. Okay? Tasmiyah, and then you wash
one's hands thrice.
Right. Okay?
Fourth, washing one's genitals.
Okay. Start with the private parts. And wash it thoroughly. Wash it thoroughly. It's not a matter of 1 or 2. Wash it till it become clean. Fifth,
performing full ablution.
Okay. So this is a order here. Should not go and make wudu and then start this. No. First of all, he should start the intention and tasmiyah and wash hands and then wash the genital parts and then start the wudu. Fine.
Washing one's head. Pouring water over the head thrice so that it thoroughly reaches one's scalp. Last one. Pouring water over one's whole body and rubbing it with one's hand, making sure that water reaches all parts of the body.
Okay. This is the
Various steps.
if somebody he did not make wudu. If somebody he has the intention of having ghusl and he jumped in the lake or in a river without going through all these steps. Is this ghusl valid or not? It is valid. Here we are talking about the sunnah. And to explain this, after the wudu, when he makes the wudu, he makes the wudu except his feet. Okay? Yes.
But here he's making the whole full ablution.
Yeah, no, except the feet. Okay? He makes the full wudu except the feet. Why? Because if he makes the feet the last one, then this consider as wudu and ghusl. Because this is part of the ghusl. The wudu. Okay? So, except then he poured the water 3 times on his head. Then he poured the water or wash starts from the right side. Why he should pour the water 3 times? Some they said because he should start with the right side, the head, and then the middle, and then the left side. This is why it's 3 times. Right. After he pour the water, then he starts washing his body, starting from the right first. Why? The dalil is that because the Prophet ﷺ recommended us to do, always use, start with the right. Right? So we start with the right hand, and then go to the right shoulder, and then the right body this side, and then the left side. And then he go over the water everywhere.
Yes. Only once enough? Supposing you wash the right side.
Once is enough. Yes. And then after this, if you go out, washing the feet is not in the same place. Okay? That you wash and after you finish the whole total bathing, you go out and wash your feet outside. Now, some they understood this because in the past, it's not like today. In the past there is mud in the same place. So if you wash, you will go with your mud with your feet, still stick in your foot. So this is why they go out to dry area and they wash their feet. Okay? But it's better to follow the sunnah that you get out the tub and then you wash the feet. Khalas? I think this is the main things about this subject. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to increase our knowledge and to increase, inshallah, our class, and we benefit up from whatever we learn. Jazakallah. Huh?